flip his pancake. And can we kill that ant here? Yes, we do get that kill on ant here. And we can actually kill this Anubis here. Bye-bye, rock in the face. And what we can do is kill that ant here. Yes, we get a player kill on that ant here. Hello my ninjas and ninjettes, it's Peabutnutterninja and we are playing with Hercules, guys, and Hercules is pretty good. He is pretty amazing in terms of his well, not crowd control, but I guess his initiating ability with his little flip. Look at that flip, and you can flip everybody's pancake. And I like to build a little bit tanky to start with because Hercules can get really aggroed, especially with that Anubis. He can stun me for quite a long time. Same with the Agni, a little bit of stun. And here it does have a stun, so 3 stuns, and that is going to make me get reinforced boots with some extra health pots and mana pots. And let us see how this works. And 1 more health pot for good measure. So 2 and 3. Okay. Hercules initially is pretty strong, but he is very mana hungry. So if you miss 1 or 2 Earthbreakers, then that is too bad. No. And so we are seeing what is going on, and it looks like we are doing okay. And they are trying to jungle over there, and unfortunately I didn't buy anything that can jungle, and they're just trying to get some extra gold in the beginning, which is always a good thing. And I think Hand of Gods now is actually very strong. It gives you that early gold advantage, and it is also you get that buff in that blue area if you're very careful. You can't just do Hand of Gods. If you do Hand of Gods and you just go to this area and get the blue buff, it is a close match. You need a lot of help, and I don't know where this Loki is going, but there's no way we're going to be able to take that on. And so we will see where the enemy is, and I think the enemy is jungling, so that is not a good thing for us. And it does look like the enemy is missing there, and that is no problem. We will just get this extra EXP right in lane. And there's an here. And once we kill some of these archers, then maybe we can flip his pancake just a little bit. Again, we are missing a little bit. Woo! Flip his pancake, and can we kill that ant here? Yes, we do get that kill on ant here. Look at that, quick kill. We do have a Sobek in lane, and he's probably going to charge us, and we just have to be extra careful about how we do this. And ooh, can I get around him? Oh, I shove him back, but I don't think we're going to be able to kill him. Oh, that's too bad. And oh my god, Sobek's so close to death. But we're not going to be able to do anything against that. And I might be able to flip his pancake right here. And oh, nope, I miss indeed. And Sobek actually looking to charge me there. And that actually would have been really bad as I ran out of mana. And so we can just play a little bit passive. And you can see we almost got 2 early kills just with Herc's ability. And oh, Sobek getting away a second time, and I can guarantee that he's not going to get away a third if he continues to fight against us. The ant here is level 3 already, though. I'm very surprised considering that we had the early advantage. Maybe he did hit the jungle, and if that's the case, then it's probably not good. Ant here now does have a jump, so we're just going to have to be incredibly careful. And if we were playing in a ranked match, if we were playing in a tourney match, we would just be using last hits and preventing them from getting any EXP. And I don't know where this Loki is going, but he is looking to maybe gank, and I won't be able to take on these guys 2-on-1. And oh, we get our first death on the mid team, and it looks like Loki is just gonna help the mid lane against that Anubis. And let's see what they're gonna do. They are pushing pretty hard, and this is actually really good for us. And oh no, Anubis killing the Loki, and that is pretty bad. And We do get a pancake flip, but it's not going to do much here. Uh-oh, this is actually going to be very, very dangerous for us to engage with. And that is too bad. And here getting a few free hits on me for now, but hopefully we can just have this tower survive and we can come back. I do have my ulti, but my ulti is rather weak, so... And, ooh, Sobek taking a lot of damage there. A big rock coming out, and I don't know if that's gonna be enough. And in here using everything he can. And uh-oh, I am caught far out of lane. And I think I accidentally used 2 health pots there. And what we can do is we can flip in here back, and we don't really have too much to go against them. I accidentally used 2 pots there. My fingers are a little bit cold, so that was a bad call on my part. But so far we seem to be doing pretty well in lane, at least in Conquest mode. And Herc is actually a lot stronger in Conquest because you just have to sustain and sustain. And that's no problem. Let's see if this Ant here wants to engage. And I have no mana. And I might have to retreat now and then maybe get something with mana on it. And generally, I like to play Hercules a little bit tanky in Arena or Domination because it's just a slightly different playstyle. And oh, nope, I missed that pancake flip there, and here's just going to be able to get away. I have no mana though, so... And I think I'm going to call for the retreat here. Let's see if they try to engage me. And I don't think they will there. And I get finally my reinforced boots, which is going to really help. And 2 things that I usually get from mana or sustain is this level 1 bracers. I end up selling these later on, but the early sustain is just so important. Whoops, I forgot to buy health pots and mana pots, and I will absolutely need those. And so let's get that. How is our gold advantage? Our gold advantage is very, very minimal. Just a few 200 gold for now. And it looks like Sobek is going with the height of the Nemean line. Loki is nowhere to be seen. Oh, it looks like he got chained on by that Ant here and that Sobek. So very, very dangerous. He just can't handle that right now. And I was hoping to actually get that jungle, but if not, then that's fine as well. And it looks like I just get an extra hit on Ant here, but not that great for now. And I can just play really passive. I can actually solo this entire lane. If Loki goes to gank, then I can entirely solo this lane just completely fine. So it's okay for now. Agni and Vimana have Aegis Sobek with the Hand of Gods, and it looks like he's not using that very well. And we can just get a lot of free minion kills there. And I don't know, I don't think I'll be able to flip Sobek into the lane. He's saving his dash to get away.
Okay, thanks.
And let us see what we can do against the Sobek. Hi Sobek, how you doing? Is he a lizard or is he a dinosaur? I don't know actually. And we are actually doing quite a bit of damage to that Sobek. Can we kill him with a rock? And yes, we kill him with a rock, or at least we get the assist there. And that was pretty hilarious, getting the boulder smash. And Ant here coming back into lane. And if you want to build Hercules super DPS, you can either get the Heartseeker at this point or the Transcendence. I do like the Transcendence over the Heartseeker for now, but it is up to you completely how you build. And Heartseeker does give you that move speed, but Transcendence does give you that mana, that sustain, especially later on. Let's get in here, just hitting our tower just a little bit more. Oh, look at that. He is trying to flip away. And, oh, wow. Look at exactly how much damage that's doing. 2 in here, and can we get this kill? Oh, we get another assist as Hercules. And you can see that pancake flip just so strong. And I was in no real position to die or get hurt. And what we can do is we can push our left tower just a little bit, and then we can move and help Anubis. And look, 4 assists so far.
Your team is
And oops, I accidentally saved that Sobek from that Loki hit. And Loki doing just so much damage now. But it's not enough. Sobek just using all his hogs on the mid lane.
Be careful left.
And
Take middle lane.
I don't know where the mid lane is. And we can actually kill this Anubis here. Bye-bye! Rock in the face. And I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get away from this. I do have a heal, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough.
You have slain an enemy.
And I'm going to try to run directly to the tower. And I don't know if I got the stuns off there. And it looks like ymir cannot hit me with those spears. And I think I'm fine, guys. I think I'm fine in lane. And we do get that Anubis kill. We do lose a Loki. I get my first kill of the game, but I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm not in any danger or anything. And Ymir just clearing out the lane. Does he have a Heartseeker? He does have a Heartseeker, but if we continue to shut him down, then he really won't have a chance to survive. So that Ymir, I'm kind of having him play a little bit more passive, I guess. He is running away. He is scared to engage, and rightly so. And I think I will actually end up getting this Transcendence. I'll go with a DPS build instead of a tank build, but it does really, really help you on if you go tank build later on. Tanks just do so much in terms of... Oh. Hello, Ymir. And he's just doing some damage to me as well.
Nice job.
And I'm not really concerned. And I could really use a gank here, and it looks like the Ymir is just going to wait for it. Again, he does have that Heartseeker Warrior Tabby, but what we can do is we can shove him back into this tower. And Loki gonna go for the kill, and yes, he does get the kill on that. Look at that, how much combo damage you can do just with this Hercules. This Hercules is just so strong. And oh, Loki getting hit by these little minions. And there we go. That's because our minion line is dead. And it is freezing in here, guys. And what we can do is we can maybe flip this guy.
An ally has come through.
And it looks like Sobek is just going to stand back for now. I think he has a lot of physical protection, so we're going to have to do something to get some penetration. And it does look like Loki needs some help. Nope, he gets the mana buff, no problem. And Sobek just getting all his HP back. And uh-oh, this is actually very, very dangerous. And we're doing quite a bit of damage to this Sobek. And can we get the kill? No, we get another assist, but that is fine. I think I missed my last hit there. And wow, look at this Loki Hercules lane. It is just so much CC. It is a... And Sobek is usually the best poler in the game. I mean, he's the only one with poles, and now that you've introduced Hercules into the game, he is so much better, to be honest. And the second item that I usually get, this is my typical build, is this Void Blade. It is one of 3 items with physical penetration, and if you are fighting any tanks, you're going to need this, and possibly Executioner. Let us see what the enemy is getting. None of them have Executioner at all, so this is actually going to really help us stay alive.
Enemy missing left.
I see Anubis somewhere in mid lane. And again, that Void Blade does give us a huge benefit in terms of survivability. It gives us 60 physical protection, so that's great against minions, and it's also great against physicals. And I thought I saw Anubis here, but he might be just chilling, and I'm not going to be able to catch up with him there, and that is too bad. And what I can do is I can tank this tower, and I think I will do that. And oh, what we do need is we need to kill this tower as soon as we can. And uh-oh, this is not a good choice. And that Loki tower diving like a boss, and I thought that tower had like no health, but apparently it had more health than I thought. And that Sobek is gonna try do a lot of damage to me, and I think he might actually be able to get a charge off, and I'm gonna be able to heal most of that away, and Sobek is gonna get away. Yes, oh, he's gonna get away, and that's really unfortunate. And I do get a free stun off on that Vamana, And that Sobek Agni,
Retreat, enemies.
that Ra in a
Incoming
lot of trouble.
Retreat.
I don't know if that Vamana has a lot. And what we can do is kill that Anhir. Yes, we get a player kill on that Anhir, and that Agni just looking at on from a distance saying, I do not want to engage that mass of muscles known as Hercules. And so far we are doing real well. And I think I'm going to have to retreat for now.
Be right back.
Even though I have enough mana. Oh. Oh no. Did Anubis get a kill? He did get a kill. And oh no, I missed that as well. It looks like Anubis does have the boots of the Magi, so I won't actually be able to catch up with him. And ooh, I accidentally stole that kill. Thank you, Loki. And I accidentally stole that kill from him. 308. And they need a lot of help in mid as they are pushing out. And if you're going with all DPS in terms of DPS Hercules, then you guys definitely want to invest in a Deathbringer, or at this point Titan's Bane if they're building a lot of physical defense. The only one building physical defense is that Sobek. And ooh, we get an Agni kill, and it looks like they're chasing down that Sobek pretty hard. And I'm just gonna help this Loki a little bit. And there we go, we get a Loki. We get some gold off that Loki assist on those minions. And oh, the Hades, oh perfect! Death from below. And what we can do is we can... And this Anhir in some trouble. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch up with him. And he is running away for freedom. And that Shibalanki ulti coming down. And oh, that was beautiful. And an Anubis ulti coming down, and he's trying to do a lot of damage. And what we can do is we can flip their pancakes, and we got a stun on that Sobek. And I don't know if we can get that kill. We might be able to get that kill, and it is going to be close. And uh-oh, there's a Vamana in lane. And I'm going to get that Anubis kill, and I'm going to try to run, but I don't think I will be able to. And, oh my god, so close. So close to death. That Ross saving me, and oh, getting the kill even. Holy crap. And oh, that Agni coming in and getting the final hit on me as I was running around in circles. And so this is why sometimes I like to build a little bit tanky against those mages. And oh, that Raw finishing that kill right there. Wow, we are doing pretty well. So that was my first death of the match. 4-1-10. Look at those assists like crazy. So those could have gone either way, half-half with the assists. And so we are doing pretty well. I think we're gonna have to get either Executioner or Titan's Bane pretty quickly. And the Void Blade with the Titan's Bane, that is actually a really good combination because you get the flat 25 physical protection reduction after the 33% physical penetration. So the physical penetration applies first from the Titan's Bane. So be sure to use that into your calculations if you're trying to calculate how much physical penetration that you actually get. And let us go and see if anybody wants to do the Gold Fury. No, nobody wants to do the Gold Fury. So I will eventually end up selling off this Braces of Replenishment. I will get a Rage, and then I have 2 more items, Titan's Bane or Executioner, and then I usually get the Soul Eater for that lifesteal, and that is a pretty good composition. And it looks like we're just going to go for this blue buff here. Hades helping me out, and I think Hades actually wanted it, but I think he gave it to me out of pity or out of sacrifice. And it looks like another huge team fight going out in mid. Oh, it's just 2 of them, and they are just running away. And it looks like I might be able to cut them off in the lane. And I hope. And no, that Sobek is going to be able to get away. And the Anhir taking a lot of damage, but he's going to his tower, and if you guys know, that tower is not a safe zone, and we get the player kill there, and I kind of just snipe it at the very end, and oh, there's Anubis going down, and our right lane is getting pushed pretty hard, and I don't think we're going to be there quick enough to intercept it. And that Agni of Vamana, let's see what Vamana is building. Vamana, is he building tank? No, he's building pure DPS with a Void Blade. And he has that Executioner with, actually, he's half tank. And so let us see how that works out for him. I think it's going to work out just fine. And I need to kill all these guys. And let's flip this guy's pancake. And you can see that I saved my tower from a few extra hits there. And that Anubis, oh no, that Hades is getting ganked by 3 guys. And it looks like they recalled as I went to intercept that right lane. And oh no, can we do some damage against these guys? We really need Loki in mid lane. And look at this Anubis doing just so much damage to me. And oh, I missed my rock, and there's an ymir there as well. I am getting heals, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get away from this. I am getting stunned. And that ymir, I think, was just trying to save that Anubis. And ymir is stunned there again. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that kill. And oh my god, one more hit. And just so painful. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get that at all. And no, so close, but so far. And that is too bad. And Ra getting hit by that Phoenix. Oh, we have a Loki Anubis showdown in the left lane. And we do get that Anubis kill, that Loki sacrificing his life for that. Pretty good. Thank you very much for your sacrifice, Loki. You will not be forgotten in... Where's Hercules from? I guess he's from the... He's a Roman hero, is that what they say? A Greek hero? I forgot what his title is. Does it say? No, it doesn't say his title, but it is pretty good. And so let's see our scores for now. 1-4 from Shibalanke and 604 Ra. Hades 4-2 and Loki 7-6. Most kills there. I do have the assist. I should probably get this extra gold. This gold is very good. They changed the Conquest map to incorporate that these things respawn every 100 seconds. So it's really quick. You should get these as soon as you can and whenever you can. Let us give Hades this speed buff. I don't know if Hades wants... Oh! And I think Hades was giving it to me, but I wasn't sure. Yes, he was giving it to me, and I think we can actually kill the ant here. The ant here is only level 13 against a level 19 Ra, and you could hear that Ra cackling away. And that Sobek trying to do some damage, and what I can do in the meantime is just hit that ant here quite a few times. And this is actually turning out to be a very bad exchange. And I'm gonna have to back out here as I don't really have any tank ability besides that. And oh my god, can we get a rock? And oh no, there's a rock going down. I do get assist, and hopefully we can get the Sobek as well. And let's flip your pancake, and boom, in the face with a huge driving charge from Hercules. And oh my god, look at that Ra, so low on health and so good sustain, and I am being boxed out by this Anubis. And oh, you got juked, son. And oh, I do end up dying. I was trying to use my driving strike, but I didn't have enough for that. And so I will gladly take that one, and that was really unfortunate. And Loki finishing that off beautifully, and let us give him a U-Rock. So 7-2-12 Hercules so far. He's pretty strong, especially if you build DPS. Again, like I said, I only build his braces of replenishment in the beginning for the HP 5 and MP 5. If you're just going to go in all in balls deep, then you definitely don't need that, because you'll probably be dying more or just killing them and getting the kills. What I do need is I need some light penetration, I think. And we do have a Void Blade out on the floor now. And anyone else building tank, Sobek, and it looks like ymir still not tanky at all. But that Vamana and Sobek, they're going to be very hard to kill if I don't get anything. But I will save up for this rage, and I'm so close to it. I should be able to get it before I respawn. Yes, I will. And then I'll get that level 2 rage, physical power, crit, and attack speed. Oh my god, Agni going down. I have no idea what just happened. And oh my god, Hades is getting countered by 3 guys. And oh my god, I think they are going to engage, and I think we're going to come out positive on this one. It looks like we are killing them pretty hard. And look at our scores, 29-14 as a group. That is pretty solid. And that Vamana is going to go down. Yes, he does go down. Sobek, oh, we lose to Shibalanke, but that's okay. I don't think he's doing too well right now. 2-5. but your efforts and your ultis are definitely appreciated. Look at that Ra just chasing down that Sobek, and the Sobek making a double move, and that is actually not going to suit him very well because he's going to get killed by that Ra, and I get a free assist out of that, and thank you very much for that assist. Look at these crits, 430 something damage. It is quite massive, especially once I get that rage. Almost more than half of my hits will be crits. Actually no, exactly half because I didn't get the warrior tabbies. And it looks like Loki does get killed in that left lane there. And I don't think we can engage. We're down 2 and they're down 2 as well, so we have to just be a little bit careful. We could still lose this with one bad push. And I think what we're doing is we're just clearing out the jungle. And actually Hades should take that. And Hades can get the last hit on that. Yes, he does, because his skills do a lot more damage than mine. My skills are basically to initiate. And oh, it looks like Ra is initiating on this Gold Fury here. And we're doing quite a bit of damage to it. And Ra getting his heals back, and oh, his Beam of Light did end, and oh, I missed my skill completely, and we get free gold, and I can actually get this attack buff. The enemies are missing, so I don't know where they went, and we just have to be really, really careful about this, as if we get wiped once, we could actually lose the game. And it looks like Shibalanke is going for it. I wish she had a slow. And I do get my mitigate growth on, and this ant here is going to go down. Can I kill him with my rock? No, that rock just goes inside a huge hole, and I have no idea why it would do that. And oh my god, Anubis gonna kill me, and oh my god. Oh, that Vamana getting the finish, and that is too bad. Again, I'm not that tanky, so I am kind of playing like a tank though, so that's why I'm getting a lot more deaths than I am kills. But that is fine, guys. And oh, this Loki gonna go down to minions. Holy crap. And our left tower has been destroyed by minions. That is never a good thing. And dude, look at Loki doing 553 damage. What does he have? He has that Deathbringer Rage combo, which is so strong. And I do think I'm going to need some lifesteal if I want to stay in this game and not get absolutely destroyed. I don't have any abilities, and usually by this point I either get Sprint and Aegis, and I think I do need that Sprint and Aegis.
Be right back.
And there we go. That was actually pretty late on my part to get that. I think those are two of the most strongest abilities. Some people do like to start off with that meditation. It is 250 gold, but in late game you don't really need it. So people just hold off, buy the early pots, and skip the meditation. Just pay the cost of mana pots, and then save that ability spot for later. Because again, you can't sell your abilities, and this is huge, especially later on in the game. And let us see where my build is. And so now I have 5 items. I'm going to be selling that, so definitely getting the lifesteal and then the physical penetration. So pretty good. Sobek getting some more magic defense. Vamana also getting some magic defense. The Bulwark of Hope is a very strong item. I do like it myself. It gives you that shield when you hit under 25% health. You get that 25 or 50% damage reduction, and that is usually the difference between life or death. I think we actually need to get some wards out. Vamana still does not have too much defense. There's a Shibalanke. There are 2 tanks in mid lane. And I don't think I can do anything against them. And what we can do is we can flip this Anubis. And I accidentally threw out the rock there. And getting the kill. And can we get the kill on the Sobek? And I don't know. And we're doing quite a bit of damage. And boom, in the face, we get a pancake flip without the flip, and that is fine. And look at that, chasing down that Ain here with a vengeance. Oh my god, those raw slows just so strong. And I can tank this Phoenix for a little bit. What I can do is I can flip your pancake and get another assist there, as Ain here is trying to defend that. And we can go back and finish off this Phoenix no problem. The left Phoenix is gonna go down. I think we can actually kill this Minotaur. I don't know, actually. And oh, a Deicide. And we can actually kill this Minotaur, and if it comes down to it, we can really tank it if we need to. And guys, that is game. That is my first win of the day with Hercules. Is he strong? He is such a good laner because his alternative skills, all his skill abilities really help your lane, and that is so key, especially in this game. I think the in-game volume is a little bit loud. It might have been reset since the new patch updates. Look at that, so much favor, 180 favor for one match. And let us say GG. So let us see how we did. 8-3-18 Hercules. Hercules, of course, getting the assist. Even though I was going with a more damage build, you can go Warrior Tabbies if you feel like, but I find that the reinforced boots for that early HP 5 is just so strong, especially in Hercules. Another build that I do go is 1 reinforced boots, 1 bracer replenishment, and that is so much sustain in the beginning because you get the extra mana, you get that 3 MP5, plus you get that 75 mana, plus the extra focus for those stuns if you really are in a tight situation. This Void Blade, protection plus DPS, and then you get the Deathbringer and the Rage, of course. I would have built, again, the Soul Eater for my 5th item, sold the Bracers, and gotten the Titan's Bane. And that Titan's Bane just able to penetrate and Sobek and Vamana in late game. Where is Vamana? Right there. And so that would have been really helpful, especially if anyone else decided to build tank, which I don't think it does. But Titan's Bane, of course, adding to your physical power, and of course that penetration is just so strong. Some people really like the execution instead, and if you like the execution because of the attack speed, you stick with it. I don't like the Chin's Blades anymore, just because it's 2.5% of the health, and if the enemy guy has 2,000 health, and 2.5% of that is about 50 damage. So it is not that much, so 50 damage extra on each hit. I'd rather take a crit or penetration for that, so it is entirely up to you guys. But as always, peace, love, and ninja. Peabutnutterninja signing out. Let me know if you want me to try any different Herc builds, or if you want to see him in different game modes. I will definitely be playing him as much as I can, seeing if there are crazy builds out there for him. But so far, I think he's not overpowered, but his skills in combination with other guys are just so strong, and you won't really be able to counter it, not even with the Sobek. The strongest lane I've seen so far is Hercules Sobek, and literally from halfway, or maybe a third of the way, you can pull the enemy straight to your tower, and if you do this early game, then usually you get the kill, and it's too strong. But Hercules, as his individual abilities, they're not that strong, and his ulti really sucks. It's really hard to hit, as you saw me throwing some rocks and boulders out there and not being able to hit anybody, not even with the roll. So it either needs to come out a little bit faster or do the full damage on the rolls. I'm not quite sure yet, and increase the radius of the impact. So hopefully we can see some of these changes in the near future. But guys, as I said, peace, love, and ninja. Peabutnutterninja signing out. Bye-bye!